Hello, this is Bridget Rau with Pleiadian Essentials. Okay guys, I was going to do some more signs and then I just had like one thing after another come up. I fell down, I got hurt, I had to make candles, I had to like edit some video that took me a lot longer than I anticipated. I've had a lot of people reaching out to me from private things, and I promised another person I would do something for them and I had to do that, and so I'm probably going to do a couple of signs this week, and right now I'm just going to do a little check-in for you, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are not doing so great right now. Like, I've seen a couple of comments, some people have directly messaged me and let me know, like, things, and we are in retrograde energy, so communication, things get messed up, things get delayed, traveling can have some issues, so you could be getting impacted by things. It could hit your mind, your body. But I wanted to just do a little check-in before I go to bed. And then tomorrow I will do another sign. I'm probably going to do Scorpio just because I've already done 2 of the other water signs. And then I'm going to do another element and then another element. Because next weekend I'm teaching a 2-day class. So I want to try to get them all done before next weekend. So let's see what else is going on in the energy. Are they telling me to take that back? I feel like they're telling me to take that back because I was talking. Alright, what is the overall energy right now for the collective, divine feminine, divine masculine energy in regards to love? Who needs to know something the most right now? Oh my god. They all hit the floor. This is way too many. Oh god. I can't get them. Alright, well, the only 2 that were facing me were the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, and everything else was facing down, so it was like, there's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take them all, but there is a Knight of Pentacles that happens to be on the bottom when I flip it. So, fear and anxiety could be the overall energy right now. Could be impacting you, could be impacting them. I just got some that flipped in here. Fear and anxiety in regards to healing. Or this may be something that needs to heal. Some people could be having some fear and anxiety that's popping up right now. And it could either be a result of things that you're like acknowledging that, or you're in the middle of working on healing. For a lot of you, I feel like somebody could be having some fear and anxiety about, you know, coming towards a Queen of Wands. Because you got the Fool with the Queen of Wands, and then down here I've got the 8 of Wands, which is about taking that action and communicating and shooting that arrow forward. So you could be anxious, you could be fearful, you could be wondering like what's going on in regards to a new start, if you're going to be dealing with somebody who's going to take a leap of faith, or you could be dealing with somebody that is considering taking a leap of faith towards you, and maybe healing your connection, or maybe this is a result of things that have been healing for a little while, but there can still be fear and anxiety within that. Okay, so I think some people are just afraid to do this, they're anxious, they want to take a leap of faith. They've probably done some healing, but that obviously still needs to heal. And I know a majority of my listeners are feminine, so you could be in your Queen of Wands energy, and that could be, you know, giving someone that motivation to basically take that action and to communicate, shoot their shot, basically. I also had the 7 of Swords trying to, like, not go in. It, like, wouldn't come out. So this could be stopping people. Again, this goes along with that fear and anxiety. A lot of times I see this as like that self-sabotage, or things that have already happened causing delays and needing to be healed from. So again, I'm picking up 2 different things. I feel like for some of you, you could be trying to heal from stuff from your past, and that can cause you to have, you know, anxiety and fear in regards to taking your own leap of faith. Like, you could be this Queen of Wands that's wanting to take a leap of faith in regards to love. Maybe you're wanting new love, maybe you're wanting a new beginning with somebody that you've already had love with. But if there was things that went wrong, obviously we need to heal from that, because that's likely where that fear and anxiety is coming from. You know, if everything was all hunky-dory and nothing bad ever happened, we don't usually have a whole bunch of fear and anxiety in regards to things. So I think it kind of works both ways. You could either be afraid of, you know, just taking that leap, going towards a whole new person. I've seen some people in that energy of like wanting to give up, wanting to like have new love, but still be afraid of it because they've already been hurt by it. And then some of you could be dealing with somebody that sees you in your Queen of Wands energy, but could be self-sabotaging when it comes to jumping in and having a new beginning. So that's what the Fool represents, it's a new beginning. So what else is happening here? I've got the Nine of Wands, so this is like somebody who's decided they're not going to give up. So no matter what's going on, I feel like this person's not going to give up. It's probably going to take a while, because this is that Knight of Pentacles. And he was on the bottom earlier, and the Knight of Cups is on the bottom now. So I feel like it's, you know, somebody may want to take a leap of faith with some sort of offer, but they're sabotaging themselves, and they're basically nervous and needing to heal whatever has happened in the past, or heal from whatever's happened in the past. For some of them, they may need to offer something in order to be able to rectify whatever this is. So that could be like needing to like give you something solid, some sort of communication that lets you know that like whatever this is isn't going to happen again. Okay? And then I have the Five of Wands. So this is like conflict, competition, jealousy. Somebody could be having some of that stuff coming up right now, or you could have that stuff coming up, and that could be causing this. People could be like jealous of karmic partners, or jealous of whatever's going on in someone else's world. You know, that could be blocking people from their happiness. There could be some hostility out there at this point. But let's see what the Five of Wands is about. That may be something that needs to heal too. What's the Five of Wands about? The Moon was trying to pop out, and the Page of Swords was trying to pop out. And I feel like the reason for that is that somebody could be seeing something, or can't really, like, doesn't really know what they're seeing right now. So that could be causing some, you know, anger, or like jealousy, where somebody thinks the worst, you know, like they, because this is like jealousy and anger and resentment, but the Moon is like secrets and things that aren't always clearly seen. And having that Page of Swords energy popping out, I feel like somebody may have seen something that they're not quite sure of what it meant because of the Moon energy. It's like kind of like they're not really quite sure. So they could have some sort of jealousy popping up because of things that basically they can't really see clearly. And the Four of Cups is here, so that's about not seeing clearly. And that could be in regards to like taking a beginning, a fresh beginning in a soulmate connection or with a divine partnership. Or could be because they think someone has a new beginning in a partnership, okay? So somebody could be jealous, thinking that someone else is hiding new love. Or somebody could be jealous of whatever, like they whatever is going on in your connections, okay? Because he's walking away from her. And I feel like that may be something to do with this. Basically not seeing things clearly. I picked up the deck and she stayed behind. So this is someone single, sexy, confident, independent, and attracting that final pentacle into their life to have ultimate fulfillment. And I feel like if you're in that Queen of Wands energy, this one just stayed on when I picked it up again. If you're in that Queen of Wands energy, you're basically attracting that to you. And other people may feel that and see that, okay? But they're not exactly sure, like, with who. You know, they don't know if you're attracting that in, turning into this Empress, because that's who she turns into, with this person that maybe you've dealt with in the past that things didn't go so well, or maybe you've healed to a point now where you're, like, going in a whole new direction. So that could be causing some conflict, or you could be having conflict trying to decide where you're wanting to go. Do you want to not give up on the person from the past, even though they're taking forever? Or do you, you know, go in a new direction with someone else and have to take it slow and kind of start over this whole process of, like, you know, getting to know somebody and opening up your heart? So now I've got the Judgment and the Page of Cups. I'm definitely feeling like there is a person that wants to take this leap of faith and apologize and bring new life into a connection, so that there can be an evolution from this Nine of Pentacles to this Empress. Somebody wants to give their, you know, valuable offer, but I feel like they're holding themselves back because they're not seeing everything clearly, or because they're in this illusion of, I'm going to be rejected. So their Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. That valuable new start is being blocked right now due to illusion and due to fear, due to the fact that this person thinks they're not going to get in. And for some of you, that may be what is blocking you. It could be that maybe you want a new beginning with this person that's already hurt you, like you're trying to heal from and all of that. And so you could have your guard up with them, but that could put them into an illusion of that you don't want them. Or they're thinking that you're moving on with someone else. For some of you, maybe you do want to move on with someone else, breathe new life into your life, and have a Page of Cups, like, vulnerable new start somewhere. But if you're still holding on to fear and anxiety from whatever's happened in your past, you're going to block yourself from it. So it's the same message no matter what. I'm going to try to explain that one more time so that you're not confused. So basically, fear and anxiety, because someone already hurt us, you could be in your Queen of Wands energy, throwing yourself into your work. You could be single, confident, independent, and all those things. But if you're afraid that you might get hurt again from somebody that you already dealt with, or you're afraid to open your heart up to new love because you've been hurt in the past by love, you're basically putting out an illusion because the universe can't deliver to you what you're wanting because you're blocking it out of fear, and you're like cold to love. And so this new beginning is in reverse. It can't be presented to you until you are able to like warm that up and get out of that energy, which is really funny because I stopped shuffling at King of Wands. I feel like your King of Wands, whoever that person is supposed to be for you, whether it's new or old, can't show up until you're in a more loving, nurturing, like warm vibration, you know? You got to balance out all of this stuff and make sure that, like, this person also, I feel like, needs to heal things too, because I feel like they're self-sabotaging. They may need to utilize this energy to take that leap of faith, because this is someone that, even though they've been hurt before and things went bad before, there's like illusions around, they don't let shit hold them back. They go after whatever it is that they want without, you know, second guessing themselves. They're in that king energy. So there could be somebody that you're dealing with that needs to tap into that King of Wands energy, or there could be someone that you're dealing with that is in that energy and maybe going to come forward once they feel that there's like a little bit of love that's safe for them to come into. For some of you, I think you have walked away from somebody that there's just too much conflict. But because you're doing that, or you're walking away from that feeling of defeat, you're going to be walking into your wishes coming true. So again, either way, it's like you're healing your heart. You're healing your pain. You're healing whatever has happened in the past, and that will attract your Ten of Pentacles. So walking away from the sadness, walking away from that feeling of being like hurt and defeated is going to help you to rise up into this light and into that clarity, into that understanding. And it's going to be because you've healed your heart, because this is the after tarot. So you see it's all been bandaged up, and once you open that heart back up, you're going to get to your Ten of Pentacles. But you can't hold on to the stuff that's already happened, no matter who it is, whether it was a karmic person who's like, you know, cheating on you, or it was a karmic person you're stuck in a relationship with, or if it was a karmic person on their side, or whatever karma has been all up in here. Once you heal that and let go of this, you know, and get rid of those distractions, you're going to have your temperance, which is union. This is that yes union energy. This is a balance, but it takes patience. So I feel like right now people could be a little impatient, and that causes anxiety. They could be a little depressed because that's from like living in the past. And basically whatever this heartache is healing right now, but it's going to have a couple of results. Either you're going to, you know, completely choose to cut this person out, forgive them and heal yourself and move on from it and open yourself up to new love, or you're going to forgive what they've done and warm yourself up to them so that they can feel that energy and feel that it's safe to come in, so that they're not defeating themselves by seeing things unclearly and getting all caught up in illusions. And once that happens, these things can turn around and you can have, you know, your Ten of Pentacles and your union with somebody, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get rid of this stuff. Okay, whatever this stuff was, this is likely the cause, okay? And you can't let it sabotage your future, no matter who you are in this story, whether you're the man or the woman. Can't be sabotaging you anymore. It's time to transmute it, open up. Look at that. He was sticking out. So it's like, I just said transmute it, open up. Transformation is the death energy. Open up. Like Four of Pentacles is when we're really guarding ourselves and kind of being greedy, basically. It's not that you are greedy. It's just that you're being greedy with your love, or you're afraid to open yourself up and share anything because you've been hurt. So this could be you or them. But basically, someone needs to go through a death transformation in regards to that. And you probably both do, because this is a collective reading. And once you do, look at, oh my god, it was on the bottom. Once you do, you take that next level commitment and you rise up into your transformation. So you need to become more committed to your, like, spiritual evolution. You need more committed to the healing that needs to happen in regards to all of these things. Let's see if there's something else that needs to be known right now. I don't know why I keep pushing you away. I'm sorry. So whoever you're dealing with could be you know, in this energy. You could also be in this energy, and that's what you need to figure out. You need to figure out where it's coming from, and either forgive or release it, because there's obviously some issues surrounding jealousy. I feel like I was saying, there's somebody who thinks that you're giving your attention to someone else, or maybe you are, but it's causing this jealousy, it's causing this anger, and it's slowing down things. So you could be pushing them away, and they're just assuming that you're like bow chicka wow and someone else. Or they could be pushing you away, but still getting jealous and triggered at the fact that you talk to other people. And that could just come from places of hostility. That person could just be someone that's angry. Let's see what else this has to say. I just saw the throat chakra tried to stick, so there's a lack of communication. There's an inauthenticity in communication, so somebody in you, again, it's Mercury retrograde, are going to have a hard... Oh my god, look, it's landed on the top again. So there's a fear of communication. There's a lack of truth. There's inauthenticity. It's time to get honest, real, and vulnerable. Communicate telepathically or in person. And then look at how you are showing up in the world. So like I was saying, like if this person's looking at you and not knowing things clearly, it could be how you're showing up. Because if you're open and receptive to this person, right, or like you're waiting for this person to come in, but when they look at you, all they see is like someone who's angry at them, or, you know, they sense this, that's not authentic, right? So you want to make sure you're being authentic and real, but don't be a boob either. Don't be like someone that's willing to get hurt. Because I know there's a few different things out there. There's those of you who are at the beginning of this that are like, yeah, just keep hurting me. Then there's people out there who've been hurt a few times, and so now you're, like, afraid of them. And then there's people out there who've healed from the hurt, but you could still be, like, you could have forgiven them and all of that, but you could still just kind of, like, have your guard up with them, or you're just kind of really pulled away from them, or it's been a long time. But they're not able to see everything, so they're basically saying, look at how you're showing up in the world, and make sure that you're, like, giving off the right energy. Because if you're in that Queen of Wands energy, that passion and that desire, but you're emitting this, then you're sending out mixed signals. So make sure you're in the right energy so this person knows, like, what to do. And again, you could be dealing with somebody that's basically just fearful of communicating, or you could be fearful of what they are going to communicate. But basically, work on your throat chakra either way, because I definitely feel like that stuff is connected to all this. And right now, it's Mercury retrograde, so there's going to be a breakdown in the way we communicate. Things are going to be harder to understand. I also have past life, so you could, guys, look at that. Break the cycles. I think I mentioned that. Like, sometimes we have karmic cycles in our connections that keep repeating until we finally say, nope, I'm not going to let that repeat anymore. So I think that's something that could be coming from a past life. You want to do meditation and maybe figure it out too, like what happened between us in another lifetime that is showing up in this one. Because if you're not sure of what your cycle is, because I've seen people before who are like, I don't know, it should be pretty clear to you, like, you know, like, so go look at your past life and figure out, and just trust your intuition, what shows up, because that's gonna help you to break this and just, like, step into that place of even knowing your value and your worth, putting your guard up towards the cycle, but walking away from the sadness and healing it and releasing from the pain and the anxiety and the fear and all the things that are connected to whatever keeps happening between the two of you. And then that's going to allow you to evolve and to transform into that next level of whatever it is you need to be doing for your connection. But there is somebody that feels like they're losing you. You know, they're not sure if you still love them. And I think that all ties into this again. Somebody doesn't know. And that's triggering jealousy. That's triggering fear and anxiety, because they probably think that you don't love them anymore. Okay? Also have, I wish we could start over. You are perfect from head to toe, inside and out. I adore your smirks and smiles. I love your cute little laugh. And you are everything right in this world. So there's a lot of, like, love here, I feel. Somebody adores you. Someone likes you. They want to start over with you. They think you're a good person. You know, the right things within this world. But there's also a fear here. And impatience. So if you've been, look at that, healing resentment and wounds from past relationships is going to help you with your connection. Whether you want new or old love, you got to heal that resentment. But this is about being impatient as well. So some people are either living in the past or living in the future. You need to get grounded in the moment. Get rid of the anger. Get rid of the aggression. Stop worrying about, like, abundance and things like that so much. Like, just be in the moment. And the more you're, like, in the moment and you're seeing things clearly and you're, like, in that mode of allowance and forgiveness, and there's no more of this, like, craziness that you're holding on to, anger that you're holding on to, the beliefs start to shift and things start to change, and the abundance comes, and the things come that go in alignment with the healing of working in, in your truth and in a grounded energy and in authenticity and without all of this crap blocking it. And oh my God, the one underneath that is sacral chakra. So there's emotional blocks as well on that sexual level. People could be getting, a little sexually frustrated right now. Like really like out of nowhere, all of a sudden having desire, waking up in the middle of the night and like being really turned on. You've got to stop denying your deep desires, make love to yourself, embrace that energy. But I feel like that could be causing some of this like tension and pain and frustration and fear too, because somebody may want to express that energy, but they could at the same time be afraid to do it because maybe in the past it's led to them getting hurt. So again, it doesn't matter if it's a new or old person. You could be afraid to give your body to someone if you've been, maybe you gave your body to someone in the past and then they hurt you. And so now you could have resentment and wounds that are denying your deep desires, because we all have a desire to get sexual. But if you've been hurt so many times from somebody in the past, it's going to be hard for you to like give your body to someone else and trust them, or it's going to be hard for you to go back to that person and do it again, because what if they get that one thing and then they bounce again? So I think that's some stuff that needs to be acknowledged and looked at, because that's going to help again to take you into that, either into this energy or to this energy. Some people I feel like are struggling to maintain this right now. Some people have gotten here but want to get here but are blocking themselves from it, either with a new person or with an old person. There's somebody that I think does want to spend forever with you for the majority of you, and the more that you heal, the deeper the desire grows for you. But this stuff does need to be acknowledged. I think that's the message here. So again, I'm going to come back, guys, and do some more signs over the next couple of days. But I wanted to make sure I got out a message for you, because I could sense that there was some stuff going on. And I think this pretty much shows it. Yeah, there's like indecisiveness surrounding communication. Some of you could have been through tower moments, or you could have just had an epiphany moment and realizing like, oh shit, I've been blocking myself from the one thing I want. Or, oh shit, like, I can't get new love until I heal like this shit that I'm still holding on to from past love. And so that could be the aha moment that's going to give you the decision to trust your intuition, that's going to start making those right decisions to have, either the person that you want coming back into your life or a new person coming into your life that's going to reflect, and mirror to you that value and that worth that you'll see inside of yourself when you truly open up and let your guard down. Because I've seen people like heal to the point where they're like no longer chasing after their twins and things like that. They transmuted that feeling of being left outside, and they've transmuted that like poverty thing. Like they've had all this abundance around them. They've been doing all the inner work and, really rising into this. But there's still like this energetic battle going on around them, because there's still things on different layers. Like time heals, but also human, like consciousness needs to be brought to awareness, and we have to look at things, and we have to get honest with things, and we have to make changes with things in order for those things to change in the physical world. So I think that's what some of us are probably going through. Some of you could be going through tower moments in regards to other stuff as well. There could have been some big changes happening that's causing like, fear and anxiety, or you could just be afraid of a tower moment. So don't do that to yourself either, because sometimes it's like everybody's just waiting for the next big bad thing to happen, and that's why things keep going bad. Just the same thing with freaking Mercury retrograde. It's more days of the year, but everybody's like, oh my god, like it's gonna be bad. So guess what? It turns bad. Yes, it can impact those things, but it doesn't have to be bad. It's like a good time to go within. It's a good time to double think about what you're sending. Like if there's messages, because everybody's always in such a rush, right? Like we live in all this technology and thing. Instead of sending a text that may get misinterpreted, call somebody, or think about what you're going to say a couple times before you say it. Take this time to give yourself permission to take a break from trying to do things that could cause some confusion or whatever, and don't self-sabotage to the point where you're like, this is going to fuck up and that's going to mess up, because that's what happens. We're the creators of our reality. Once we start stripping our beliefs and we feel open to whatever's supposed to be there in that moment, it starts showing up. So try to remain positive, nurturing yourselves, be mindful of what you're putting out there, because like I said, it's a time where miscommunication can happen. So it would be a good time to be very clear about your intentions, your desires, and your wants. You know, if you're wanting something, let it be known to the universe, let it be known to the people you're wanting it from. Don't be a doormat, but be clear in your energy. And be mindful of your energy, and be truthful with your energy. Okay, guys? So hopefully that assisted you. I'm going to do Scorpio next, and then I'm going to go on to another element before this weekend. I should have the rest of the signs up. And I think that's it. I'll try to do some pick-a piles as well. And I think that's all I have to say. If you would like to donate, please do. If you would like to like, comment, and subscribe, please do. Oh, and I do have like some new stuff on my website. So people who want just like 18 plus readings, there's an option for that. People who want emergency readings back within 72 hours, there's an option for that now. Just because so many people kept asking for it, so I was like, okay. So if you really, really need one and you don't want to wait, there is one of those on there. What else? Oh, I'm booked up until April like 9th or something at this time, so I do have a couple of specials going on. You can save $22 on my healing sessions. And oh yeah, that's the only special. The other one ended. So the Valentine's one is over, but the new one is on a healing session. So if you want to get a hypnotic trance healing session to like reprogram your beliefs surrounding stuff, certain things or whatever, it's only $55 right now instead of $77, and you get like a 40-minute video of me guiding the healing session and cleansing the energy. And it's also something you can listen to multiple times to kind of reprogram your consciousness and your thoughts in regards to whatever you feel like you want to work on, or in regards to whatever spirit brings through to work on. If you know there's certain things you want to work on, you can let me know. If you don't know what needs to be healed, but you just kind of feel like there's blocks, spirit will guide it. I use my mesa, I use my Shamanic Oracle. So there's also a like 20-minute video that you get from me explaining to you everything that I went through in the healing session, giving the messages in connection to the cards that come out and got next to the mesa, and what the mesa is, and like what's in the mesa, and why I used what I did, and why I set up the way I did. And I've had great feedback with them. So if you're wanting one, put in the coupon code UNION and you'll save $22. Alright guys, so in Renee, namaste.